Die, 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 bitch, die, 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 die. Come on, die, 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 die. No, die, 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 die. Yes, die. Hiya. Just got me emailing the ex-wife. I don't do it that often, really. Hello! Find myself with a few minutes to spare, a bit of time to kill before I set off out for the evening, and I thought I'd make a note of a few things that really pissed me off today, and one of them is Caton Road Garage. Now, Caton Road Garage is the world's busiest petrol station. It's on Caton Road, so it's not just a clever name, but it actually sees more traffic than Heathrow Airport and Gatwick and Boston Airport all put together. And they have some diesel tonight. There was approximately between 500 and 600 cars sharing 4 pumps. When I got inside there was this guy, must have been about, I don't know, 8 years old. He had worse hair than me. He was working about this sort of speed. £10, please. I just think if you've got, you know, a garage is busy, it's the busiest one round our way. The busiest one is sort of Lancaster. It's the cheapest one. It sees the biggest volume of traffic, especially at that time of night after work. And you've got that many people going in there, and you've just got one person serving you who's totally wet behind the ears. He hasn't got a clue what he's doing. It takes him that long to serve you. And then, like Strid said in his grump, you get a person in front of you saying, "Oh, you mean I've got to pay now? All right, I better get my card out then." And they'll get the little card out and put the nectar point thing in, and they'll ask for a packet of fags and a bar of chocolate, and they'll want the mileage, and it'll take forever for them to get sorted out in front of you. It's just very irritating. But that annoyed me tonight. I just think that Caton Road Garage needs more staff in there, or a member of staff that, you know, knows what he's doing, or is quicker. I found out a story over the weekend. A close friend of mine has been through a divorce. It's cost him in excess of £300,000, all because his wife wanted to leave. She up and left, and it's cost him a lot of money. And she took the car and all kinds of other things. And if there's no kids involved, I don't think a woman should have the right to just decide that they've had enough and they can take half of what you own with them. I think that really needs looking at. It's ridiculous what they can get away with. And on the flip side of that, you've got people that have been together for X amount of years, they're not even married, and the other person isn't entitled to anything. So I don't know what the crack is there, but this mate of mine really doesn't deserve it. I mean, he's fine with it, but it's just really irritating the fact that when the relationship breaks down, kids or not, the woman can just say, "Right, you know, I've had enough. I'm not even going to work at this. I'm going to go. I'm going to take half of your shit with me." I just think it's pathetic, really. And let's just call her Puke Puke. That'll mean one thing to one person, maybe two, but you know, it's sickening, really. Final thing, I want to sort of have a quick, and this is only a quick video anyway, but I'm just a little bit annoyed about this whole Lockerbie bomber, Scotland bullshit. I mean, that guy made so many people die in the worst possible way. You know, there's people that are shit scared of flying at the best of times, and my mother, she won't get on a plane for fear of it falling out of the sky, and things like this, like that, just don't help it at all. Like with all this terrorist 9/11 crap. I mean, obviously it is the safest way to travel, and I know that, and we all know that. But the fact of the matter is, that he just blew this plane out of the sky, and it was time to blow up over the sea, so there'd be nothing traced back to him. Catch the prick, put him in jail. You get more time for copying DVDs or whatever it is these days than you do for. Just because he's got prostate cancer, they decided to let him out and go home. It's bullshit, really. I'll never understand why. I know it's not us and it's Scotland, and we've just said, oh, we're washing our hands of it. Apparently all Americans are boycotting British Petrol, BP, they're boycotting coming over because they pour in something like £250 million a year tourism into Scotland, which is a rip-off anyway, because I've been there and it's full of midges, it's cold, and there's a couple of castles and a lot of annoyed people. It just annoyed me that much that he was allowed to walk free and the hero's welcome he got. I don't know, it didn't sit right with me. I just thought, if it had happened and they caught him over there, they'd have fried him straight away. They wouldn't have let him get away with it. Now, he wasn't solely responsible. It was him and a few others, but they managed to get hold of him and you know, make an example out of him. But the fact of the matter is that he's got this cancer anyway, so what goes round comes round. So, and he didn't have long to live either anyway, so I mean, why not just let him rot in Scotland and have done with it instead of pissing off America? You know, they're a bit more useful to us than Libya. Anyway, I'm not very political. I'm not into politics and governments and voting and all that crap. But I just think it was, you know, come on, we should have just left him there. What we should have done is kept him in a cell and just weed on him. And if he was going to be flown on, we should have put him in a plane with a bomb next to him, actually ticking and hissing, a fuse burning down that he couldn't actually get to. And even if it was a false one, just so that he, you know, so you got an idea of what terror goes through your mind, if you know, because I mean, the people that got blown out of the sky, they won't have a clue what happened. But it is nice to sort of play some mind games with him, and at least sit someone behind him hissing or ticking, just to wind him up. I mean it though, you know, he's a dick.